Salvador en Estadio Cuscatlán. And kickoff.
Damas y caballeros, de la bienvenida a la Liga de Naciones de Concacaf en el torneo 2025 a los equipos nacionales de Bonaire y El Salvador. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to League of Nations Concacaf 2024-2025 to the teams of tonight. Damas y caballeros, les pedimos ponerse de pie para el himno nacional de Bonaire. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for Bonaire Anthem. Nos ponemos de pie para ignorar la sagrada nota del himno nacional de la República de El Salvador. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please send out for El Salvador's anthem.
So the crowd is starting to pour in Estadio Cuscatlán in El Salvador. El Salvador have to get 3 points tonight to keep up with pace with St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who won earlier against Montserrat. As for Bonaire, they have 1 point ahead of Montserrat going into next week's match. They need to keep that lead by getting at least a point tonight to stave off relegation. This match means so much to these two teams. And it all comes down to these 90 minutes. We have the officials for tonight's match. And we will have the starting lineups for both El Salvador and Bonaire. Starting off with Bonaire, they're going to come out in a 4-4-2. Two new faces into the team. Dana Cecilia, the goalkeeper, and the forward, Jonathan Libania, is the only changes from their 1-0 win in Arnesville St. Vincent against Montserrat just 1 month ago. They've kept the same 9 players along with those 2 in the starting 11. Match officials: Steven Madrigal from Costa Rica, Diego Salazar, Azel Perez and Sergio Reina. Guatemala and Costa Rica matchup to manage this game tonight. 2 skippers, Marshall and Poirier from Bonaire, so to Nelson Bonilla. El Salvador win the toss and decide which way they want to kick. And they're going to come out in the 4-3-3 formation. Wholesale changes from that loss against St. Vincent and the Grenadines last month. Only 2 players, Christian Martinez and Francis Castillo, make the return back to the starting 11. As we see Darwin Seren back in midfield, back in the thick of things for El Salvador. But they're full of firepower on the bench with Rafael Tejada, so too Rudy Clavel in defense on the bench for this El Salvador team. La Selecta ready to rumble. As for Bonaire, they only have 7 players on the bench. They have a tight squad. They do a fantastic job in limiting the opposition in the goals department. Bonaire got their only win in the Nations League last time out. A goal from Ayrton Cecilia against Montserrat. But they came up with a huge 1-1 draw. Against El Salvador, of all teams, in March in a friendly Bonaire. So these teams are facing each other for the 3rd time in 2024. And the little nation of 23,000 Bonaire tied with the mammoth 6,030,000 for El Salvador in March. And they lost 2-1 in September. And here they are again in November. Bonaire has touch in dark blue from right to left. La Selecta in all white, left to right. Getting past that immediate press, going out wide. It is Cecilia. Little flick on. And Bonaire's press pays off, but they don't win the foul. Referee says play on. And a physical challenge. It was Libania just steamrolling. Gives up the free kick, no card. It was Brian Tamacas. And that is David Doniga from Spain. Used to play forward back in his day. And he got the job in June 2023 for El Salvador. Looks to be an offside. Free kick nonetheless. Yes, it is. Offside. And it's the young Nathan Rafael Ordaz from LAFC. LAFC, of course, into the playoffs in the MLS. And here comes El Salvador. The shots not far off. First warning, and it comes from Darwin Seren. The MLS legend, 34 years young. Played for Orlando City and Houston Dynamo for over 10 years in the United States. Wilov Janga, the former centre-back for Bonaire, had 14 caps with the national team. Manning the controls. Bonaire, of course, it is not a FIFA-recognized nation. It is a Netherlands territory. So they can't participate in World Cup qualifiers, but they play the Concacaf tournaments. Outside, it's Ordaz. Gets past Winkler. And the Orleys are coming early from the crowd. Ordaz again, onside, the cross. And the defensive header by the skipper Pourier means goal kick. And here's Ordaz swinging one in. Pourier got there, but he came off the Salvador forward last. Free kick for Bonaire. Salvador, this was Darwin Seren coming in on Harry Schonestein. 97 appearances for Seren for El Salvador. He has been a pillar in the middle of the park for La Selecta. And the press almost pays off again. Banya. Bonaire retreats. Change of play from Martin. Winkler. And that energy and that press pays off again. Ordaz. Seren. Christian Martinez, rather. Schonestein dispossesses, gets it back. Man from Mozambique. Into the path of Libania, his cross. Excellent defensive work. Getting it back is Tamakas, the veteran right back. Dispossessed in the middle of the park, Cecilia. And here's the star of the show, Jort van der Sand. Van der Sand getting the goal against El Salvador in that 2-1 loss in Bonaire in September. Being bundled over, El Salvador win another free kick. Question being asked by Nelson Bonilla, the captain for El Salvador, as his young star Ordaz is toppled over. So Amir Winkler, who has the thankless job of tracking Ordaz, gets a verbal warning from the referee. Romero. Martinez. Macas slipping it through. Castillo. Want to take defensive posture with Martin. Macas. Free kick for, is it going to be an offside call or free kick? When Seren gets bundled over, and that is a free kick. So it looks like the offside call happened first. So Bonaire will get back possession. Martin, the long ball over the top. Little flick on. Castillo can't control, he gets it back. So an up and down window for El Salvador in October, defeating St. Vincent and the Grenadines narrowly by 3-2 on home soil. Then just 4 days later, losing 2-1 to St. Vincent and the Grenadines in Arnesville. Now St. Vincent, they get right back into Group A. And with St. Vincent winning against Montserrat by 2-1 earlier today, now El Salvador is looking up at the tiny Caribbean island. Again, Tamacas in the thick of things. He's been in and out of the El Salvador lineup. The right back, crossed by Castillo, and it comes through Martin. Cecilia, referee says play on. Van der Saan, over the top to Lebania. 1v1. Still Lebania, cuts inside. But the cover by Jorge Cruz was decisive. Timothy Muller. Wendy Martin wins the throw-in. Muller. Schoenestein. Van der Saan gets it back. The Dundee United midfielder. Switching. Winkler retreats. Poulier. His pass under pressure means an El Salvador possession. This is Lebania taking on Romero. And here comes Cruz with the cleanup. El Salvador will feel that they still have a lot to prove against this Bonaire team. Remember, Bonaire just 23,000. Beautiful island in the Caribbean. And 6 million plus El Salvador. Narrowly won 2-1 in Bonaire. And then the 1-1 draw in March to kick off the 2024 season. And a friendly. Rayleigh Martin to Schoenestein to Lebania. The referee thinks about it, and the free kick goes Bonaire's direction. And he's elusive, Lebania. Here's for Real Rincon. All the way back to Dainor Cecilia. Didn't start against Montserrat, and Bonaire's only win so far in the Nations League. Hendrik Leteboer started that match, but Cecilia wins back his job. Lebania gets it back, still going. Lebania, the early cross into the arms of Mario Gonzalez. Was 47 saves in this Nations League over the first 4 matches. Chip over the top. And the crowd that started so energetic is now being hushed by this man, Lebania, taking players on and bringing to life this Bonaire team. Tamacas slipping it through. Seren goes down. He's won the free kick. Is Oleana diving in and catching Seren. Free kick in a dangerous position for the home team. Right-footed Seren. And a shot saved by Cecilia. First effort on goal, and Bonaire survive. Castillo to the byline. And did Oleana get a piece of it? Actually, Timothy Muller. He did. That was the shot whipped in by Alexander Larin. Larin, 32 years young, stepping across to take this one. He has 2 assists already in this Nations League campaign. Leaves it for Seren. Just over the head of the onrushing Salvadorian player, Ordaz. The battle with Winkler continues. Winkler wins this one. Denor Cecilia plays for NEC Nimgen in Holland. Larin. Seren. And somehow they get out of traffic. Romero. Romero from Alianza FC. Well read by Muller. Player goes down from behind, and the referee, was that a late call? It was Ruenli Martin who went down, and it is going to be a free kick for Bonaire. Sonishine plays for Vitesse in the Netherlands. There he is, gets it back again. Looking to back heel it. Here comes Tamakas, forever overlapping, trying to find his forward in Castillo. Going back is Martin. Out is Cecilia. Little flick on. Sonishine. Van der Saan. Ibania. Van der Saan. The shots well met by Romero. A little bit of a counter-attack for Larin. Winkler had us talking to by the referee on his last infraction. And he gets there to the party a little late, Winkler. Larin, being one of the more experienced players, it's going to take just a little bit longer to get back on his feet. There's a very animated Janga on the sideline. Seren. Chip to the last post, and Cecilia got there in the nick of time, just in front of Nelson Bonilla. Chipping it in, there was Bonilla, about a half yard off the pace, with a beautiful ball from Darwin Seren, who, by the way, has 97 appearances under his belt. The man on the ball right now. Seren. Slipping it through, out by Martin. Larin, early cross. He wasn't too far from Bonilla again. Bola. Turns, but can't keep possession. Offside the call. Bonaire free kick. Looked like it was Castillo. Wasn't paying attention to the centre-back. This is that ball from Seren, just a half yard in front of Bonilla. Cecilia. Van der Sar breaks free. Has some space. Looking for options. Soneshine. Banya turning. Can't get away from traffic, but finally does. Libania wiggling. And that last touch was too far in front of him. Goal kick for El Salvador. Tamakas is met by Ayrton Cecilia. Romero. On compressing, getting into a low block now. Is he onside? He is. It is Tamakas. Mola. Soneshine. Tamakas' early throw. Bonilla goes down, fair tackle. Throw in for Bonaire. "20 minutes in, Bonaire nil, El Salvador nil. Bonaire trying to get a point to create some distance with Montserrat. They're only one ahead of Montserrat in third position, but Van der Sar goes down. Referee says the tug of the shirt means Bonaire free kick. Christian Martinez, the veteran, pulling on Van der Sar's shirt, and this is Bonilla. Expertly done by Oleana. And Janga continues his dance on the sideline. Muller. Oleana switching. Winkler. That's past one. Couldn't find Cecilia. And now with Winkler pushing forward, there's some space for Ordaz. His cross. Another fantastic sliding tackle to halt the progress of the pass. Van der Sar screening. Again, gets out of trouble, Van der Sar. Still he goes. The back heel. Soneshine goes down. Referee says play on. Damakas's header. And the man from Mozambique has been called for a handball. Hits him on his shoulder. I think he has a very good argument but that was not a handball. And David Doniga seeing a very resilient Bonaire in front of his team. Over the top by Dominguez. Ordaz across the face of the goal. And really Marcin was there to the rescue. First time ball. And Marcin just nodded a pass for a corner kick. Corner number 2 for El Salvador. And again, it's usual suspects, Seren and Larin. Larin, headed out by Van der Sar. Free kick goes Lebania and Bonaire's way. Soneshine takes it quickly. And the referee said the ball was still rotating. Has to go back. Van der Sar can't believe it. It was Soneshine and the ball was still moving, to the referee's credit. Hure. Cecilia. Van der Sar under pressure, turns away as ever. Short Van der Sar. Reese's pass, another. Still he goes. Little chip over the top to Muller. Oliana. Trying to find Lebania, who's swapped wings. And Salvador come away, slipping it through, trying to find Seren. Can't bring it down. And it's going to be a Bonaire throw-in. Seren drifting out to that left-hand side. Doesn't usually come away from the middle of the park, Darwin Seren. Castillo. Castillo again. Plays for Cadiz CF in Spain. Seren. Ordaz. Crowd loving it. Back to Ordaz. Appeal for a handball and it goes just past the last post. Bonilla was offside in the end. Here's that build-up. Ordaz getting it back from Seren. And Bonilla's efforts just wide. Cecilia, born in Curacao. He has the most goals for Bonaire in Nations League history, Ayrton Cecilia. He added to his tally of 6 last window, making it 7 after he scored the only goal against Montserrat. Chip over the top, and here's the other Cecilia, Gaynor. Christian Martinez, who leads this team with passes in the Nations League. 173. Tamakas trying to get the return pass. Ayrton Cecilia, Van der Sar, Soneshine. In space now. Here's Margin. Top of the box, Libania. Looking for some space and splices it wide. A little bit of a grin, understanding that he completely whiffed that one. Martinez. A draw will bring El Salvador level with St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and leaving it all on the plate for November 17th, when El Salvador takes on Montserrat, and El Salvador and St. Vincent and the Grenadines will take on Bonaire. You can hear just a little bit of impatience from the crowd. Martinez. Dominguez. The hard man at the back, Romero. Tamakas, the overlapping right back. He goes down off the ball. No call from the referee. Little chip to the corner flag. This time, Bonaire win the free kick. Much to the chagrin of Tamakas, who went down. Still talking to the referee. There was Cecilia, who certainly didn't get out of the way of Tamakas, but didn't see anything malicious. And here's Janga doing his dance. Bonaire just trying to slow things down as we near the 30th minute mark. Van der Sar turning effortlessly. Chipping over the top. But the cover is there. And recycling to Mario Gonzalez. Outside of the foot by Ordaz, who's starting to drift. Started on the left side, now came to the right. Van der Sar. Different type of player, but still as effective as Ordaz. Soneshine. And the Bonaire faithful is starting to ole. Right into the heart of Ole's in Estadio Cuscatlán. Early cross, looking for Bonia. Van der Sar. Pourier, the captain. Game has gone into a little bit of a lull in the last 5 minutes. And Salvador has certainly been hushed from this Bonaire team that's resilient, organised, really crossed some Tamacas. Martinez. Here's Salvador probing for space. Dominguez going long. And the last touch coming from Labani, who's come all the way back to pick up his defensive responsibilities. Shine was about to intercept, and Seren, being the experienced veteran that he is, just stuck out the hip and stopped the counter-attack where it was. Fouls just about 6 apiece. So far, the possession count, 55% to El Salvador, 45 for Bonaire. As Tamacas goes down, remember he had some words with the referee. Here's Van der Sar slipping it through. Cecilia. Still Cecilia. Out come Gonzalez. Well, he's oozing confidence, Ayrton Cecilia, after scoring against Montserrat. Through the legs this time of Dominguez, but couldn't get it back. Larin's cross. And was it the defender? It was Pourier. He was not taking any chances to the byline. And there's Pourier, not knowing what was behind him. And I think it was a good decision by the defender, because I think Bonaire would have gotten there before Denyor Cecilia. Third corner for El Salvador. Larin. Out by Muller. Juliana. Cecilia had a lot to do. Here comes Seren. Just a little bit of frustration starting to go through Estadio Cuscatlán. The home crowd expected more in the opening 35 minutes. But if they were following along this Bonaire record, they would have known better. Van der Sar can't control. Gets it back, he's shrewd. And then tries to lace it on the ground to Labania. Castillo switching sides. And the shot hits the crossbar. It was Seren following up. And now he's called for the foul. Castillo coming in from the left this time. Bonaire lets it run. Here's Seren. came off the foot of the defender. Really Margin hit the crossbar, and that's how close the home team came to opening the scoring. Van der Sar soaking up pressure. Out by Pourier. Crowd starting to get anxious. Castillo back to Larin. Little 1-2 with Seren. And a sliding tackle by Dominguez. And here comes Bonaire with a bit of daylight. Libania. Soneshine. Soneshine ran out of options and now finds himself in trouble and is dispossessed. Referee didn't like the fact that he went through Soneshine. Here's Libania. And that was Dominguez putting his hand on Libania. Referee Madrigal is going to earn every penny tonight. Heated contest for both sides. Fourth official getting involved. El Salvador trying to keep pace with St. Vincent and the Grenadines to win this group. Bonaire trying to stay out of the relegation zone with Montserrat. With Lee Margin. Little flick on. And now El Salvador has some daylight to counter. Excellent run by Castillo and his sliding tackle. Words are being shared. Number 16 on number 16. Castillo and Oleana and Pourier. Fair tackle. It was a hard tackle. And Castillo appreciates it. Game suddenly coming back to life. Ordaz. Switching. Couldn't find Larin overlapping. I said Castillo rather. Well, Doniga thought things may have been easier tonight. Margin. Van der Sar. Dundee United midfielder Van der Sar somehow just effortlessly maneuvers the ball through traffic. Libania looking for Muller. Sliding tackle, and still Ordaz keeps possession. Crowd loving it. We're into the last 5 minutes of this first half. Bonaire 0, El Salvador 0. El Salvador has come closest to scoring with Darwin Seren hitting the crossbar. Last touch came off of Bonaire. It's going to be a corner kick. Margin is on the ground in an awkward position. He's done an admirable job being the cog in the defense. Really, Margin. Ladin's cross. Headed out by Sunshine. Seren with time. Out by Muller. Top of the box. Little chip over the top. And the header off the crossbar again. This time it was Bonaire. Well, they brought it back. It was Ordaz recycling the early cross from the right-hand side. And Bonaire just couldn't keep his header down. Cecilia. Here it is. Little chip by Tamakas. There's the header by Bonaire. Tamakas goes down again. Looks like the referee has called for a free kick. And Salvador probing once again. They've hit the crossbar not once but twice in this opening 43 minutes. It's going to be Bonaire possession. The press is high as the home team tries to find something at the end of this first half. Sunshine. Between him and Van der Sar. You cannot dispossess them in the middle of the park. There you go, they still get it back. And he switches now, Van der Sar. Lebanya, back heels, Muller. And the cross can't match the build-up. And the animated Changa walks off in disgust. We're into the last 60 seconds of this first half. Castillo across the face of the goal again. Free kick for Bonaire. Two minutes of injury time in this first half. Cecilia waiting for the pressure. Now releasing to the other Cecilia. Romero and Dominguez recycle to Gonzalez. Romero. Martinez. Bonaire doing a good job stopping the passages coming back into the middle of the park. Quick switch by Cruz to Ordaz. And a misunderstanding with Tamakas. Sunshine. Seren. Free kick for El Salvador. Excellent bit of skill by the veteran. Now looks like Sunshine has a cut on his head. course, in the modern game, has to be attended to. It's a head injury. Summershine wants to stay on the field for the dead ball. Now Bonaire is down to 10 players. It's going to be the experienced Larin. Free kick, and Cecilia easily gathers. It may be the last kick of the first half, we shall see. Referee Madrigal blows off for the first 45 minutes. The crowd is not happy. El Salvador, La Selecta, is held at nil. Bonaire nil, El Salvador nil after 45 minutes. It's been resilience by the visitors and probing by the home team. The tiny nation in the Caribbean Ocean have played a fantastic first half. And El Salvador are gathering right now and having a players' meeting to discuss the next steps for the second half. Van der Sande and company go into the dressing room. All is even after the first 45 minutes. When we return, we will have first half highlights. We are back in the Estadio Cuscatlán. The Van der Sar and Bonaire have held El Salvador to a goalless first half. El Salvador hitting the crossbar twice. It's the closest either team have come to scoring. But Bonaire have been resilient in their first 45 minutes. Bonaire, of course, needing a point to distance themselves from Montserrat in the relegation zone. And El Salvador desperate to get at least a point to catch up to St. Vincent and the Grenadines at the top of Group A. Mario Gonzalez and Denor Cecilia. Cecilia has been tested, Gonzalez not so much. And it's going to be Bonilla and El Salvador's possession to begin this second half. Welcome back to the broadcast, everyone. My name is Ryan Davis. Happy to be with you. Concacaf Nations League November edition. Last round of matches of 2024. As Group A tries to wrap up. It will all come to an end on November 17th in Group A, League B. Who stays up? Who goes down? Who gets promoted? Cruz. Larin. Little flick over the top. The cross by Larin is a good one. Nice touch came off of Bonilla. Soneshine, who looks like he just finished wrapping up a movie called Saving Private Ryan, with the bandage on his head. We knew it was going to be a tightly contested affair, and the players have responded. This was Larin's cross and Bonilla's header. Winkler under pressure. That is skipper Pourier. Trying to get past that press, and El Salvador's pressure pays off. Cruz. Here is Dominguez to Romero. Again, Bonaire disciplined in the middle of the park. Early ball over the top. Bonaire so disciplined, staying compact and denying El Salvador any avenue through the middle. The Macas. Ordaz, who was splendid in the first half. Castillo. Winkler. Out by Pourier. And a last touch by the forward, Ayrton Cecilia, who's come all the way back to defend. Darwin Seren, 97 appearances for his national team, with the crossbar in the first half. He's come up against a formidable foe in Van der Sar. He's in the midfield. Labania. Cutting inside. The shot. Technique just escaping Labania when he most needs it. Castillo. Cecilia coming all the way back and upending the winger. Shoulder to shoulder, but looks like a truck running over a mini. Goal kick to Bonaire. Of course, Bonaire would like to continue to frustrate David Oniga and company. They will be happy with a point in hostile territory such as this. Martinez. Ordaz, hounded by Soneshine. Goes across Soneshine, but Oliana cleans up. Cruz. Castillo, 20 of the 21 players right now in Bonaire's half. Cecilia, and another free kick. The same shoulder to shoulder. But I have to agree with the referee. That is a forearm, and it extends. And that is a free kick. Dominguez has come up from the centre-back position. Larin's cross. Out by Van der Sar. And the last touch came off of Castillo. And Salvador feeling the pinch. You can see them pressing with some eagerness. Cecilia's goal kick. Soneshine. Larin. Well, Salvador's had quite the 2024. Played a friendly against Inter Miami in January, 0-0. The rivals Costa Rica in a friendly, lost 2-0 in February. In March, 1-1 with Bonaire in another friendly. Lost 3-0 to Messi in Argentina in Philadelphia in March. 1-1 to Honduras in another friendly in March. Then a 0-0 draw from the World Cup qualifier against Puerto Rico. Right here in this ground. Then 3-1 winners over St. Vincent and the Grenadines in a World Cup qualifier. Cecilia goes down. Soneshine tidies up. Finds Cecilia somehow. Tries a shot. And Gonzalez recovers. Then in June, lost 1-0 to Peru in a friendly. Then won 1-0 over Guatemala in another friendly in July. Then in the Nations League, 4-1 winners over Montserrat. 2-1 winners over Bonaire in September in Bonaire. 3-2 winners over St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And they were sailing away with Group A. And then St. Vincent and the Grenadines in Arnesville, St. Vincent won by 2-1 to keep Group A competitive. And Labanya grabs the ball with his hand. Referee does not agree it was a foul, and there's that same forearm extension that Cecilia was called for a few minutes ago. Dominguez. Out wide. It's Castillo. Can't get past Winkler, who is settled into this match after Ordaz left the left wing and came inside. Seren. Ordaz. Again, Bonaire forcing El Salvador backwards. Sunishine. Juliana. Van der Sar. Booze from the crowd. They want more from their home side. Van der Sar. So good with the ball at his feet. Cecilia. He can't keep possession. Crowd actually want to ole against El Salvador to prove a point. Dominguez. Seren, chipping over the top, cutting inside, Bonilla's header. First time they've gotten behind the Bonaire defence in the second half. With a chip by Seren, brought down, and it was Tamakas looking for Bonilla, his looping header, going wide. Cecilia. Van der Sar's header. Sunishine. Dispossessed. Hasn't been the same player since the head injury. Shot by Ordaz, comes through the traffic and into the arms of Cecilia. Lovely turn by Labania. So tricky. White shirts are starting to corral him. Somehow gets past one. Crowd liking it. Martinez. Salvador having to retreat yet again. Corner flag pass. Marin's first time cross. And the crowd appreciate a corner. And El Salvador look to their bench. Marin to take. Up by Sunishine, and it dropped for Romero, who couldn't keep his shot down. Excellent delivery. Van der Sar flicked it on, and it came so quickly to Romero. So Francis Castillo departs, the first sub of the evening. In his place is Rafael Tejada, 19-year-old. Coming off is Bonilla, who's one of the leading scorers for El Salvador in this tournament. Steven Vasquez checks in. Cecilia leaving it for Van der Sar. Libania. Still Libania, his shot! Foot saved by Gonzalez. Oh, Van der Sar goes down. No call by the referee. He can't believe it. And El Salvador have a counter-attack. Vasquez. Seren. Ordaz. Outside of the foot. When we talk about keepers being tested, Gonzalez's F-arm save here was the best save of the night so far. Libania actually was margin, getting separation, and a foot save by Gonzalez to keep the score at 0-0. Margin switching, beautiful pass. Libania. Trying to cross it, out by Cruz. Bonaire now forcing El Salvador backwards. And Bonaire go to their bench. Number 7, Rowenli Marchen, who just had that effort in which Gonzalez denied. He will come off. And this player started against Montserrat. It's Serginho. Plays for SC Dorect. Winkler. Sorry, I said. El Salvador throw in. They take it quickly. Ordaz trying to find the newcomer. It's Rafael Tejada. There's Bonilla. Not exactly thrilled to come off and see his skipper or his manager, David Doniga. "61 minutes gone, 29 to go. Bonaire, can they do the unthinkable and get another draw with one of the powerhouses in Central America?" And Libania, who's been volatile like his head coach, has fouled one too many times. Yellow card for the winger. So Jonathan Libania, the first person cautioned today. Cruz. Seren. Switching. Martinez out wide. Seren gets it back. Ordaz. Quick shift inside. Marin. Trying to clip it through. Tamacas. Headed out by Martin. Cross, and again. It is really Martin to the rescue. Volley by Vasquez. Here's Libania. Switching. And some space on this left-hand side. But the recovery by Tamacas was special. And the crowd appreciates it. Tejada. Fresh legs, leaving blue shirts in his wake. Sunishine to Van der Sar. All over the top, right into the path falling. It was Labanya on the far side. Van der Sar slipping it through beautifully. Muller's cross. Forward on their feet again, getting restless. Kicked inside to Seren. This pass was poor, and the crowd is letting him know. Given away by Serginho. Tejada into the box now. He shepherds him out. And you can hear the cry, the triumphant cry by the captain. There's a centre-back, emotional, pumping himself up, pumping his team up. Bonaire have done just about everything in their power to keep El Salvador off the score sheet. You see Melvin Cartagena is off the bench, getting ready to check in. Sonny Shine is continuing on like a wounded soldier. Larin. Well, the corner count is piling up, but the score remains at 0-0. Crossed by Larin. Again Bonaire handle it. Again Bonaire survive. Third substitution for El Salvador. It is going to be Cartagena for the veteran Seren. Crowd booing the decision. Captain's armband goes to Larin. And to be accurate, it's going to be Tereso Benitez for Seren. And Tamacas will come off for Cartagena. Can these fresh legs, can this depth from El Salvador prove to be the secret? Sonny Shine to Van der Sar, as ever. Good wide to Winkler. And 1-2, Savigno. To Sonny Shine, here comes Bonaire. And Sonny Shine's legs are starting to get wobbly. The errant pass is coming with fatigue. With the fresh legs in the middle of the park for El Salvador, this could be problematic for Bonaire. Can Sonny Shine find his second wind? Silvino. Van der Sar. Cecilia trying to turn. And a free kick from Oleander. Catching Dominguez late. And Labanya, who was cautioned earlier, is asking for some medical attention. There is Janga being as animated as ever with his substitutes. Lives and dies with every decision, Janga. He's passionate and his players respond. To the byline, cross, held by Cecilia again. Safe pair of hands by the youngster. For a second time, El Salvador's gotten behind that back line on the right-hand side, but the cross, the final product, just isn't there. Cecilia waiting for the pressure to come. Van der Sar recycling. Flicked on by Cecilia, trying to spread it out for Serginho. 70 minutes gone, 20 remaining. Can Bonaire put a stick into the spoke of the El Salvador bike? So the skillful Lebanya will come off for another forward, Fredien Michel. Michel in the act as soon as he's on the pitch. Van der Sar wins the free kick. And it's going to be the second yellow card of the evening. First for El Salvador is Cartagena, cynically bringing down Van der Sar in the middle of the park. Winkler. Little 1-2 on El Salvador. Immediately get back possession with Cartagena. Looking for Vasquez. Benitez, who replaced Tamacas, will take this throw in. Cleared away. Cecilia on an island against a sea of white. Cruz. Little chip over the top. Benitez, his cross. Little flick on by Winkler. Larin. Aldaz. With a corner kick. Can El Salvador make use of it? El Salvador got their first goal against Bonaire on a corner kick. It was an own goal by the centre-back Houve. Larin. Flicked on. The first goal came all the way back in September in that 2-1 win against Bonaire. Benitez. Early cross. Headed out by who else? Poirier, the captain. Martinez. He shot from way out. And Christian Martinez, a pass master, an anchor in midfield, just letting it fly. A little frustration by the holding midfielder. Benitez, full of life. Ordaz, his shot. And they're getting closer. But this is what Bonaire is willing to give up. They will back up and stay compact and force El Salvador to beat them from distance. No matter what they score today, these two teams will play on November 17th. Bonaire versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and El Salvador versus Montserrat. El Salvador had an easy time against Montserrat early on in the contest, defeating them by 4-1. Bonaire drew 1-1 with St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the opening match of the Nations League campaign in September in Bonaire. And we have 15 minutes to go in regular time. If the scores hold, El Salvador and St. Vincent and the Grenadines will be deadlocked at 10 points apiece on top of Group A. And Bonaire will take a 2-point lead over Montserrat between 3rd and 4th. Stakes couldn't be higher. The winner of Group A gets promoted, and immediate qualification for Concacaf Gold Cup 2025. Benitez's cross. Corner count continues to rack up. Seven corners to 0 in favor of El Salvador. Larin to the last post, and the 7th one is not a charm. Hands on hips for David Oniga. Possession count 60% to El Salvador, 40% Bonaire. Shot count 13-7. It was pretty even in the first half, but El Salvador has turned the screws in the second. And I think the legs and the lack of depth from Bonaire cannot match the depth of El Salvador. So the subs that have come on have certainly made an impact on the flow of the match. Cruz, Ordaz, beautiful ball. Larin. Oh, and it's like an injury. And Oleana immediately gets back onto the pitch. Is it a cramp? And he's going straight to the calf, and down he goes. And you can see him laboring, trying to catch up to Larin. And as soon as he landed, They've covered so much ground, Bonaire, trying to keep up with El Salvador. They have a squad of a bare 18 compared to a 23-man squad of El Salvador. And Oleana is shouting in pain. For anyone who's ever experienced a cramp in their calf, there's nothing like it. So Oleana is going to be carted off, and in the meantime, El Salvador is making their last substitution. The star youth player Ordaz from LAFC departs. Round of applause from the El Salvador faithful. And checking in is number 12, a midfielder, Santos Ortiz from CD Aguirre. Fifth and final sub for El Salvador. Yes. Bonaire about to make their third substitution. Played it short. Cartagena had to go backwards and the crowd didn't like it. Tejada is denied. So Oleana's substitution finally takes place. Coming in, it is the youthful number 15, Jafet Vliet, a teenager. Midfielder, plays for Spartan 20. Led by Martin. Benitez. We're into the last 9 minutes of this match. Bonaire seeing a little bit of daylight. El Salvador continuing to press. Goal kick. Changa. Doniga. The two managers being as loud as they can be. Can the little island in the Caribbean draw with the Central American powerhouse for the second time this year? 1-1 draw in March in a friendly. And now they're just about 8 minutes of regular time away from doing that again in the same calendar year. Really cross from Benitez. The header! Saved by Cecilia. Crowd is stunned. Excellent ball by Benitez. It's Cecilia, right place at the right time. And now Cruz has to take a defensive action. Offside the call. This one goes over the head of Marcin. Another cross. Cecilia's out! And it's in! Vasquez has broken the shackles. It took them 83 long minutes in front of a very anxious home crowd. And Benitez's second successful cross in the matter of a minute finds Vasquez, the substitute. There's the cross. Vasquez beats Cecilia and just turns it into the last post. It was actually Ortiz's cross and Vasquez's header. And Cecilia was late off of his line and Vasquez was clinical. El Salvador got the goal they needed. Steven Vasquez gets the first goal for El Salvador. El Salvador 1, Bonaire 0. And the little island from the Caribbean will have to dream another time, because now they have tired legs and now there's a rampant El Salvador. Muller. Serginho. And now the crowd is into it to add. There's that cross. This was the save from Tejada. Foot save. Excellent goalkeeping positioning. Well, now El Salvador, if this score holds, will go 2 points clear of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. With still a lot of business to attend to on the 17th against Montserrat. While St. Vincent and the Grenadines will take on Bonaire. Vliet, the teenager. Van der Sar, if there's one person that can unlock things, it's him. Gets it back. Sees off Serginho. And his legs are beginning to wane. Can't keep up with the fresh legs of Cartagena and company. Slip through to Vasquez. And Pourier, who's done a fantastic job as the skipper of Bonaire, clears it out again. He's been valiant, but there's only so much pressure that backline could have withstood. El Salvador, because of their fresh legs, thoroughly dominant in the second half. Second half alone, 66%, 9 shots to 4. Total passes, doubling that of Bonaire. Corner count 5-0. And they got the goal that they deserved. Here they come again. Benitez out wide, Ortiz. And a bicycle kick by Vasquez. Tejada. Cramps again. And Tejada with the fresh legs. Top of the box. And another player has collapsed. It's Amir Winkler, the right back for Bonaire, has collapsed in a heap with cramps. They have tracked and traced every white shirt for 88 minutes. And Amir Winkler, who started off with a battle with Ordaz at that right back position, is now can't get to his feet, and Van der Sar, full of life, trying to urge on his partners, his teammates. Intercepted by Ortiz. There's no way back now for El Salvador. They are marauding through the lines of Bonaire with their fresh legs and the tired legs of Bonaire. Cecilia trying to stay on his feet and wins. And throws an elbow at Larin. And looks like Cecilia is going to be in trouble. And it's going to be an immediate red card. You can't have any complaints. Ayrton Cecilia, the leading scorer for Bonaire, who scored in the last match against Montserrat to get them to 4 points. As he gets back up, he just throws an elbow right into Larin's ear and right in front of referee Madrigal from Costa Rica. So Cecilia with an immediate red card. There will be a significant suspension. Heads to the locker room. And Larin is in a bit of pain. Five minutes of injury time to be added. I fear, and here comes the icy hot cream onto the thighs of Dominguez to prevent the cramp. It was straight out of an MMA fight, and Larin was the victim. Van der Sar. Heavy touch by the substitute, Michel. Larin back on his feet after the head injury. Trying to find Vasquez, and the goal scorer is offside. Gonzalez will try to manage the time the best he could. And he's going to wait for the pressure. And now distribute to Larin. With 2.5 minutes left, despite just being a narrow lead at 1-0. The lead is so much bigger than that. This Bonaire team has left their guts and their hearts on the field, and I fear there's nothing left in the tank. While El Salvador have brought on fresh legs, a new set of armory, and are rolling forward with Ortiz and company. Archin going right through the back of Tejada. Free kick for El Salvador. Again, the cross on the right-hand side. And it was spliced, so it's a goal kick for Bonaire. Liga wants the ball to come backwards and not forward. Ortiz. Can't get around Muller. Trying to take it quickly, but there are no blue shirts around him. Van der Sar. White shirts corralling, pushing Bonaire backwards. Into the last 30 seconds. Pourier under pressure from Tejada. Marcin. Muller. Anywhere will do, but here comes El Salvador with their fresh legs of Benitez. Referee says play on. Vasquez, the goal scorer. Ladin. Early cross, Cecilia. Didn't know much about it. And the offside call. Flag finally comes up. And the 5 minutes are up of injury time. And Tejada was very much offside. And El Salvador left it late. But they get their goal in the 83rd minute to get all 3 points. Bonaire, valiant and classy in defeat. El Salvador go back up on top of Group A. David Oniga is a man relieved. Congratulations all around, but it was a hard-fought match. The animated Janga can congratulate his team despite the loss. They remain a point ahead of Montserrat out of relegation. And El Salvador back on top of Group A. Congratulations all around. Donigo goes back into the dressing room. And this Bonaire team gave everything they had behind their coach. They just didn't have enough legs to finish it, to see it through. El Salvador 1, Bonaire 0. We'll be back with full-time highlights. It's Invincible and the Grenadines beating Montserrat in the earlier match. It meant that El Salvador was sitting in second place behind the Vinci Heat. But the home team hit the crossbar in the 20th minute through Seren. Castillo, Bonillo the dummy, and Seren's shot deflected onto the crossbar. Then the cross by Martinez. Bonilla's header hits the crossbar again. And El Salvador denied twice by the woodwork. That was as close as they can come in the first 45. At the beginning of the second 45, it was one-way traffic going towards the Bonaire goal. A rare burst coming from Marcin and a save by Gonzalez. Best opportunity for Bonaire for the entire match. And Gonzalez came up trumps with a fantastic save. Cross by Benitez, header by Tejada, and Cecilia's foot save somehow keeps it out. Then, back on the right-hand side, Ortiz's cross. Vasquez gets there before Cecilia, and it gives the home team a 1-0 lead in the 83rd minute. If you knock on the door and nobody opens, you kick it down, and that's what Vasquez did. Got there first, and finished off Ortiz's cross. It had a deflection, and El Salvador get their goal. Then Cecilia, frustrated, lashed out to Lorraine. The big centre forward, elbow to the head, immediate red card. Suspension will follow. And El Salvador get all 3 points at home to finish on top of Group A. So El Salvador leave it late to get a 1-0 win over Bonaire in the 83rd minute. 13 shots to 8, possession 60-40, corner count 9-0 tells the story. One-way traffic. Despite Bonaire being valiant and resilient, there was too much La Selecta, and they came up trumps in the end through Vasquez, and they get all 3 points tonight. So El Salvador go back on top of Group A with 1 game remaining. They will take on Montserrat, while Bonaire take on St. Vincent and the Grenadines on November 14th. For all of us from the crew, my name is Ryan Davis. See you again for Concacaf Nations League. See you soon.
Performance was not the top. We could do better, but it was good for the first match. But we didn't. The 0 points is not what we wanted.
You were unable to achieve a positive result today, but did you try your best during the game?
Yes, of course we have to try. We have tried our best this game, but it was not what we wanted. So yes, it was. Yeah, not enough. Let me say that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Steven Vázquez, jugador de la selección de El Salvador. Steven, ¿qué expectaciones te deja este encuentro, ya que obtienen un resultado positivo?
Hola, feliz noche, gracias por la oportunidad. Creo que al final de todo lo importante es sacar el resultado positivo en la casa. Lo veníamos pensando, lo veníamos planeando y gracias a Dios se nos dio esta noche.
¿Cómo te sentís también de poder aportar esta noche para la selección?
Sí, bastante feliz, motivado. Creo que estaba ansioso por volver a jugar después de un mes casi fuera de las canchas. Creo que más allá de todo eso, es importante lo que generamos como equipo. Si tú te fijaste, generamos muchas ocasiones de gol y gracias a Dios pudimos concretar una que nos bastó para sacar los 3 puntos.
¿Un mensaje también para la afición que se hizo presente esta noche?
No, sí, que seguimos contando con el apoyo de ellos. Nosotros vamos a seguir trabajando con humildad, de la mano de Dios, esforzándonos y con toda la confianza en el profesor y en mis compañeros, y pues vamos a sacar esto adelante y vamos a clasificar a Copa Oro, que es lo que venimos ansiando.
Muchas gracias, Steven.
Gracias a ustedes.
Estadio Cuscatlán. Bonaire.